how do you value yourself as an artist? It's something that I've struggled with since starting Studio Maloon. A few weeks ago, I posted a video jokingly addressing some of the comments I've been getting since my cloud watering bell went viral. And a specific part of that video sparked a conversation around how small businesses and artists should price their work. Now, money is always a tough subject because we all come from different financial backgrounds and we have different ideas on how we like to spend our money. And on top of that, I think everyone values art differently. And it's easy to undervalue yourself to avoid scrutiny online, but in the long run, it's very hard to keep working as an artist that way. And this ties into dealing with negativity online as an artist and an entrepreneur. I'm sure that there's many other creators who can relate to that sense of vulnerability from sharing themselves and their work online, especially as an introvert. I'm usually very confrontation avoidant, and I would even say I'm a bit of a people pleaser. But as soon as you start sharing yourself online, you'll quickly realize that there's just no way to please everyone. There will always be critics, and there will always be people with different opinions. And while I feel incredibly grateful and privileged to have built a following and found my audience, it still remains difficult to feel fully comfortable. There's a certain pressure that comes with having so many eyes on you, not to mention the uncertainty of relying on social media platforms. They're notorious for their sudden algorithm shifts that can greatly impact your livelihood as a small business. You have to commit to posting consistently, keep working on your brand, and all of that is on top of your day-to-day business operations and simply trying to focus on creating your art. Having said all that, I am so lucky to have this platform, and I want to say thank you to all the kind and positive comments I've received from people who understand why my work is priced the way it is, and to all the other artists who've shared their thoughts and helped me reinforce my confidence. I hope this channel can be a place where I can continue to talk about topics like these. I don't want to just share my work or my process, but also my thoughts, and hopefully contribute to important conversations about being an artist and a businesswoman. So a few weeks ago, I shared a studio tour where I showed you my corner of the studio, but this is a much bigger space that we're sharing with multiple people. And some people are moving out soon, which means Charlotte and I will be sharing the studio together. And we've sat down and kind of brainstormed what we want to do because we're going to have a lot more space and we're going to be able to rearrange a bunch of things in here. And I thought it would be fun to kind of show you what the space looks like right now and what our ideas are, and that way we can kind of document how the space progresses in the coming months, because in a few months from now, this space is really going to transform, and I'm really excited about it. So you might recognize this little area. This is where we come in every day. And on the left here, we have a big table that I currently use for airbrushing. It's not the best place to be airbrushing. I can only airbrush in here when I'm by myself, and I can wear a mask and I can open the doors because of ventilation. In the future, I want to move that to my side of the studio with a vent that leads outside so that it's just a lot, safer. And we have a bunch of storage here that just has a bunch of random stuff on it that we don't really know what to do with. So this area is very messy and needs to change. What we want to do is move the kitchen and our lunch table here so that when you come in, it's just the kitchen is right there. And then where that space is now, we're going to do something really fun that I'll show you next. One of the things that's so amazing about this space is the beautiful natural light that we get through these big windows. Especially towards the end of the day when golden hour hits. It feels almost magical in here. And me and Charlotte really like to work on this big central table. Currently, Charlotte's setup is not the most convenient. Her tools and her storage are all spread out throughout the space. So what we want to do is gather all of that and put it on this side of the space where she'll really have her own workspace across from mine. That way we can work opposite of each other, which I think will be very inspiring. It's really nice to be able to work with someone so creative and motivated as Charlotte, and to be able to bounce ideas of each other is really an enrichment to our creative process. So we hope by dividing the space that way, we can really make use of that even more. So this corner behind me is currently in use by a woodworker, and she's in the process of moving out. So once everything is cleared out here, I'll be able to use this corner as a packing station, which I'm really excited about. I'll be able to get a bigger table where I can package orders comfortably. I'll be able to finally put away the boxes and the packing peanuts and all the other packing materials that are laying around in the studio. And we'll have some space for some extra storage of other things that just don't really have a place yet. And then on the other side, we want to have a dedicated photo corner where we can put some camera gear, we can put props for shoots, and we want to get some nice backdrops that we can use during product photography shoots. So those are the initial ideas we have for the studio space. I would love to hear what you all think, and I can't wait to see it all come together. I'll make sure to document it as it progresses over the coming months in upcoming studio vlogs. And I also really hope you enjoyed this chatty video we did today. YouTube has become a really big creative outlet for me, and I have so many ideas for future videos outside the studio as well. And if you have anything you'd love to see, then please let me know in the comments. Thanks again so much for being here, for watching, and see you next time.